Good morning to everybody who's watching the replay today. Thank you for stopping by when it's convenient for you. Even if it's not the live broadcast, you're still here, and I think that's pretty awesome. So thank you for that. Please do feel free to comment, to share, to do whatever you would normally do if you were here live, because I still care. I still want to know what you're thinking. I still want to know what you have to say. So I appreciate your interaction, and I really love it. So feel free to do that. Don't hold back. I am going to flip the camera so I can talk to you face to face. One sec. All right. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. You made it through another week. Look at you go. How awesome are you? Now, that sound actually right now that you hear is Jack. Jack would like to come inside, but I'm going to leave him out there for a little while. He's got 2 coats of fur. Don't worry. He's not going to be too cold. He's just adorable. So I am Crystalline Avatovich from crystallineavatovich.com. I'm an internationally published intuitive author and a life and spiritual coach. And today I want to share with you guys 3 affirmations that will get you through anything in your day. And 1 affirmation that really is the secret to solving your problems. How cool is that? I'm going to give you the secret to solving any problem as long as you can be aware of it in the moment, which you can train yourself to do. Boom. It's not as cold in here as it had been, but I got this really cool new hat, so I'm wearing it because I would like to keep my head warmer. So thank you guys again for being here. We're going to get started with our first affirmation, which is I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. Thanks. I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. Guys, you do this. This is something you do naturally. It's not something you even need to really think about, but thinking about it is going to help. And I'm going to let Jack in because my heart is melting and I just look at him. Look at him. We got to let him in. One sec. You got to be good. You got to be good. All right. That's better. So you already overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength every time you face a challenge. But the difference is now you know it. Now you can take advantage of it. Now you can realize it. And in that moment, you're going to remember it. That's the important thing about these affirmations is when you're in the moment, you're going to remember that you have this ability, that you can do this. So every challenge you face, what's the point? Why does it happen? It happens because it's helping you. Honestly, it really is. I know you hear that all the time, but the reason you hear it all the time is because it's pretty true. Your challenges are showing you what you can do. They're showing you your potential. They're pushing you along. They are like your life coach. They're God's way of saying, hey, you've got a big purpose. Let's learn what it is. Let's learn what it's supposed to do and do it. So if you're someone like me who spends your life just really wanting to live your purpose, really wanting to make a difference, really wanting to be able to make an impact and do something important, your challenges are doing that for you already. And the more you embrace them, the more you understand what they're teaching you, the more you will feel fulfilled in what you're doing. And the better you'll be able to do with everything that you do. So challenges are there to show you your potential, to help you figure out your purpose, and to train you for it while you're still figuring it out even. So they are there as an asset. That is awesome. And that is why you overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength every time. Our second affirmation is I'm successful in all that I do. I am successful in all that I do. So I know that anything I start, I'm going to finish, and I'm going to start things that are worth finishing. And I also know that when things go wrong, that's not as bad as it seems. I cannot promise you that things are always going to go right if you let yourself believe that you are always successful in everything that you do. I can't promise that everything's always going to go right. That would be awful of me because that would be cheating you out of experiences that you need to figure out not how to make things go right the first time, but how to make things go perfectly and how to figure out what is the perfect But you deserve that period of trial and error to figure out what works best. To figure out not just what works, but what makes it work the best. What's going to stick and last as long as possible. And what's going to help you and the people around you in the best way possible. That is success, guys. It's not being able to move on to the next thing. It's getting it really good and right. Not the first time, not always, but getting it to the point where it's going to stick, where it's where it needs to be, not just where it can be, right? So you are successful in everything that you do because you do not let things that don't work get you down. You don't. You know that things that don't work are there for a reason. They're there to show you what's not the right way. You find 1,000 ways not to create a light bulb, right? But then there's that one way that is the right way, and you would not have gotten there without learning from the other things. So you see your failures as learning experiences, as experiments that were not the perfect way but got you one step closer, and they show you that there's another direction. Thank God for that, right? If we kept going in the same direction all the time, how much would we miss? Imagine you went to Disney World and walked in a straight line until you got from one end of the park to the other. How much do you think you'd have missed? A lot. So make sure that you allow yourself to take the winding road every once in a while. See everything that you can see, and then get the most out of every experience so that when you come out of it, you've got everything you need. You've got everything you could possibly have experienced. It's amazing. It's like 100%ing a game. You do every side quest, you do everything, you gain everything you can, and then you know you did everything you could, you lived it to the fullest, and you got there. That's awesome, and that's exactly how it works. So yeah, Thomas Edison is not a quitter, and neither are you. So our third affirmation is gratitude is my attitude. Gratitude is my attitude is the best thing you can do because it's going to change your whole life. And it leads into our feature affirmation today because your attitude controls everything. Guys, I always say that you cannot control a situation in every aspect, but I'll tell you what you can do. If you can control your attitude, you can control how you react to the situation, and through that, you get more control over the situation because you are a percentage of the situation. You and your reaction have a certain effect on the situation. If there are two people in this situation, you are 50% of that situation. So if you can control 50% of a situation, you're doing a good job. That's amazing. So if you have a positive attitude, then you have more control. And that is where gratitude is my attitude comes in. List 3 things that you're grateful for. That's how you get started. Just list 3 things that you like about your life. Do it in the morning when you're having your coffee or when you're brushing your teeth or when you're petting your dog. And do it throughout the day when things get overwhelming, when you're stressed out, when somebody's bugged you, when you're nervous about something, whenever you're feeling something that you don't want to feel, list 3 things you're grateful for. It's really going to minimize that situation so that you understand, hey, Missy, it's good to see you. So that you understand that this situation, as overblown as it felt because you were panicking, now it's like this big and it's like, I can totally handle that. This is fine. This is not as big of a deal as I thought it was. And because I can control my reaction, I can control the situation. I can fix whatever needs fixing. I can gracefully move throughout whatever needs to happen. So then do it again at the end of every day. List 3 things you're grateful for so that every day is a good one. Challenging? Sure. Yeah, you have challenging days. That's rough. But let me tell you, it's not bad. When you label a day as a bad day, then you tend to regret that day. Then you tend to wish you would have done better. You tend to do these things that you can't change. You've already reacted. You've already done things. That's happened. It's built your character, and you can be grateful for that. But right now is where you are. So tomorrow morning, how you feel about today is all that matters. And if you have at least 3 things to be grateful for from today, you lived it to the fullest. You did a great job, and you had a great day. It may have been a challenging day, but we know what challenges are. So that's no worse than anything else. That's amazing of you. You conquered that day, and now you have proof. So that is gratitude is my attitude. And I want to move on from that. Exactly. I want to move on from that into today's feature affirmation, which I've been saving all week because I love this one. So I'm going to flip the camera and show it to you. And then we're going to talk about it a little bit. All right? 1 second while I do this. All right. Problems are common. Attitude makes all the difference. Now, we just talked about this. Problems are common. Attitude makes all the difference. But this really is something that you need to remember in the moments when things start feeling out of control. That's why I made a cell phone background for you. And about 7:50, it will be on the Crystalline Avitovich Facebook page for you to download for free. So this is your background for your cell phone or for you to keep with you for when you need it. And I will have it there for you. But for right now, I'm going to flip the camera and talk to you some more. So guys, again, just like with failures, problems happen. They do. And we call them problems because they are something that needs a solution. And do you know what the solution is? You. You have the solution. You're totally capable of figuring it out. However long it takes, whatever depth of knowledge you need for it, you have all of that. Everything in your life has prepared you for this moment. You're good to go. That is how life works. It's not out to get you. It works with you. And when you can work back with it, you are just going to be so graceful in life. And take it from someone who is the clumsiest person that any of her friends know. My nickname is Klutzy Krista. I can tell you that moving through life gracefully is a lot easier than moving through your day gracefully, trying to stay on track. Trust me, your problems are common. They're going to happen. But that's because they're there for you. That's because every problem you face, every obstacle you have is progress towards creating the best version of you that there is. So if you can handle these problems and embrace them, then you can do anything. And the secret to embracing your problems is your attitude, which is why we talk about this every day, which is why those 3 affirmations are the ones I repeat all the time, because they are the secret to controlling your attitude. Because once you control your attitude, you have more control over the situation. And now you get to go into your weekend knowing this secret. I hope you share this secret with your friends. Let them know, because we don't need to struggle so much. We really don't. We can control our attitude, and that will control the problems. And if everybody had a good attitude, that other 50% of the problem or of the situation would also be under control. Could you imagine if we all were calm, optimistic, and grateful? How we'd be able to solve world problems. Let's spread the word, okay? So please do share this. Continue to comment. Missy, it was great to see you on here today. That was awesome. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Click on the link in my bio if you want a free bonus chapter of my book, Pure Fire, which is all about people figuring out who they are, how to react to situations, and how who they are is perfect for the problems that they have to solve. So I will see you guys probably Monday. And we'll see what happens next week with more affirmations. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.